riding your coat, right. I was asleep. This is what happens when you go and support. Like I do.
Where you is that?
Pennsylvania. Country Hayes and Jay Bruno were out there performing, and Big Dog from Division.
Hey, he was getting it in our
Might have to put on this one. That's gonna be. Cause I don't like being on camera. That's my thing.
Yeah, this is a little long one.
Hi y'all. I told you I'd be back. What the hell ever. Yes, it's her song, but then I would send it to my exes.
Big boss Tic Toc, I'm in the building. How y'all going?
Right. Now, how I met Tic Toc. See, I don't remember how I meet a lot of people because I've been doing this too long and I'm old. So my memory's going. But I remember, I think it was Spence.
Most likely.
And you hit me up about doing my In the Spotlight showcase shows.
Correct.
And I met you out Glen Burnie.
I remember that day.
At the Hip Hop Chicken.
Yeah. That's the first, that was.
Right.
Wow.
Cause I had no idea who the fuck is, what the hell, Tic Toc, what the hell is this? Like I always wonder how people come up with their stage names. Cause it's just amazing to me.
Right.
Cause like some of the names I hear and I'm like, yo, did your grandmama give you that name when you was like 2?
Nah, well actually.
But how did you get your name?
The funny part is my mother.
She gave you the name Tic Toc?
Yeah, I had a very, very bad attitude problem.
No.
When I was little.
So you was like a ticking bomb?
Yeah, ticking time bomb, man. He used to call me Tic Toc, and that was actually one of my favorites. I've had 1,000 nicknames coming up from all kind of different family members, but hey, I like that one. So we stuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I try not to live that way now. That's why they call me Big Toc now. You know, I'm above the ticking time bomb.
So are you going to change your stage name to that, or you just?
I can never. It's been so long.
Okay.
That's from
but I mean, I just asked because there's a lot of people that they go by a certain name, and then like the next time I see them, like, oh, I don't go by that name no more. I'm like,
I'll never be that.
How is that possible?
I look at it as aliases. You know what I'm saying? If something big is going on, I'm doing something real big, then yeah, you have to call me Big Toc at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Other than that, I might be Tic Toc.
Because, I mean, like I tell people all the time, I have 3 distinct personalities.
Exactly.
I'm aware of this now. I wasn't, but I have, as I've gotten older, and I've become more self-aware. So I have 3 different personalities, and they come out at specific times.
Right.
Like there's Lisa, who is the loving, sweet person. She's so happy-go-lucky. She just loves everybody. And then there's Liesel, which is, you know, that's a nickname I got when I was in high school.
Right.
And that's also my quote-unquote alias. So Liesel, she's nice. Don't piss her off.
Exactly. She don't take nothing.
What? But then there's L.I. 2 letters. L.I. L.I. is in a cage with the big chains and that big padlock. And she just rattles the cage and wants to break loose all the time. Every now and again she breaks loose, and that's when shit goes wrong. Because then I hurt people's feelings. I make people very angry with me.
There's no cut card.
Right.
You know
it's just that is like, Li has no place in business.
Right.
But I have a friend of mine, he's got 3 distinct personalities too. Like I met him and he was like, and we were talking, and I know his government name, like me, then he's got a nickname, and then he's got another name that when that personality comes out, it's all no holds barred. So he loves Li. He's like, I'll be on a post and I'll be like saying something, he'll be like, let her out. I'm like, no. Let Ally out. Just let her break the chains. Like,
but
no.
You gotta, if you really look at the way life is, you gotta live like that.
Right.
Nowadays, because you can't. Ally had you locked up.
Right. So I have to keep her locked up because, I don't have a record. Like I'm 46 years old. I'm a grandmother. Yeah, like I got 3 grandchildren. I got another one on the way. Right. So I don't have a record. But there's some days. There's some people that just make me want to go that way. So I understand the whole ticking time bomb thing.
That's right.
And I've seen a glimmer of that.
And I tried.
I know. Because let me tell you. The night I'm talking about, what I'm talking about. I'm standing next to you. And I'm like, what's going on? That mama mode went. Exactly. Mama bear. Who's fucking with my cubs?
Correct.
So you told me. I said, look, this is not the time nor the place. Mm-hmm. And I calmed you down because I seen it in your face because you was like, you're right.
Exactly.
It just
and then people, they treated me like a monster. They don't even realize that happened.
Right.
That was the turning point of that night because I was all ready to shut the fuck everything
Yeah, you
up.
Was getting ready to shut the whole place down. And I was like, this is not the time nor the place. You explained things to me because I was like, well, he need to do this. And you was like, no, because he already did. Oh, well, then, yeah, he need to give you your money back.
Exactly.
But this is not the time nor the place to act a fool. I seen it. I just seen your whole body just go, you're right. Because you just, like, you took a deep breath and let it go. And then I turned around and looked, and you had so many people in your ear. And it was just like, and then next thing I know, I look over and people are holding you back. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was dead.
And this is what I did. I walked over to you. Whoever I didn't know who this dude was that was in front of you. I had no clue at the time. Mm-hmm. Come to find out, I was the owner of the club.
Right.
I pushed his ass out the way, stood in front of you, and said, "What the fuck did I just tell you?" Right. I know. And I was like, "What did I tell you?" And you kind of calmed down. The next thing I know, I'm seeing footage.
Yeah. It was a crazy night. It was a lot.
At the end of the day,
it was too many people, too many ears, too many voices going on. And like, I apologize not to him, but I apologize about the situation because what people and a lot of new upcoming artists, all controversy is good, but you don't want to be labeled that monster. Trust me.
And you know what is the owner of the club fucks with you.
Heavy. To this day, I can pull up on him right now. I might go have a drink when I leave here. You know what I'm saying? But because he understands, it's not. Right. That's nothing but passion. Right. I don't want no problems. This is how I survive. This is what I'm here to do. Right. So because I've talked to Tim since then, and we talked about the whole situation. And everything. He's such a cool dude. He really is. Man. But like, I was so upset about the fact that I had you calm down. And I was like, all right. But then certain people kept hyping the shit up. Yeah, it was a lot of
so I mean, I never even faulted you for that. Yeah. But do you know that I got apologies from Spence, Bilal, like they all came to me and apologized to me for what happened. I was like, why you like? I mean, I understood.
Because we're gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? Right. That we felt very upset about the situation afterhand because we looked crazy. Like they said that clip made world star. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a good look. Right. I don't want that being my first time making world star. You know
but I kind of didn't want to address it, but I had to address it because you and I hadn't even talked about the situation, I don't think, since everything had happened. But like, I was upset about the situation, but I understood why. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and he's asked me about coming on my show, and I'm going to have him on my show. And I mean, I've had conversations with him about certain situations, and there's a lot of things that people don't understand. He's just the face of stuff.
Correct.
You know what I mean? He's just the face. So he gets all the backlash of anything that goes wrong.
Every drop.
So, at the end of the day, you put yourself.
That's where he wants to be. So you got to deal with that.
So, like I said, I kind of didn't want to address it, but it had to be addressed because
most definitely. And
you know,
I don't really like speaking on it, but
right.
I tell every time I have to speak on a situation, it's a passion problem. This is a crime of passion. If you
right.
you look at it from my point of view, I love this music.
Right.
The money, it was petty money. It wasn't bands on the line.
It was the principle of the fact.
Exactly. And that's what a lot of people, like everybody, well, how much money was it?
It doesn't matter.
You got
it could have been $5 It's the principle of the fact that I was supposed to perform at a previous show and didn't. And then I get to this show, not only is Dragon not going to be performing,
and
but
the crazy part,
you had too many acts going stage.
Too much going on. And the wild part about it, Dragon, me and him were actually interacting on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? He was checking my shit out. Like, this was a big meeting for me. To the point where the day of the show, I get a call. Hey, Dragon's not going to be able to make it. It's an emergency. I'm like, damn, I was plotting on this. Yeah. And then when I get there, other people behind the scenes tell me.
Did you tell you found out the truth?
Yeah,
okay.
It wasn't no emergency. You ain't pay this man. You know
right, because he wanted to. He wanted to be paid up front.
Mm-hmm.
Which is supposed to be
right
how you're supposed to be paid.
He's traveling.
Right.
That's how it should be anyway.
So anyway, we touched on that. We're good. Man. I just wanted to let you know that, because like I said, Spence and Bilal come to me and apologize, and that's more so of a respect for me kind of thing, and I appreciate them for that.
Really, and that's how we carry it. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people in this industry, as far as locally and majorly, that will have that respect no matter what's going on, and then there's people that, whether you deserve it or not, you won't get it. You know what I'm saying? You're solidified in my career forever. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I take, that's what I tell people. That's mama. Anytime I pull up, I know she got a camera. Let me get my hair right.
Right, because like you see, well, it's like the one picture from that show that I took of you just standing there, you weren't even paying attention. And I took the show, and that's like one of my favorite pictures.
Right.
That's why I put it on the flyer.
I love that. It's still time. That's what I love about the Baltimore Paparazzi. It's real. Like, when I look at the picture, I instantly go back to being right there. It's like, damn. You know
because like a lot of people, they'll look at the picture and be like, yo, I know what I was saying right at that time. Exactly. I'm glad you do, because I be snapping away. I don't even know what the hell I be. I just be taking
people
pictures.
People don't realize Baltimore Paparazzi, you probably the first person, as far as a Baltimore camera person, that I've dealt with, that I've had pictures with. And it wasn't even on no meet-up occasion. I was just at an event, you know what I'm saying? And then history is all she wrote. It's years behind this.
Because, like I said, I met you, and I was like, because my whole In the Spotlight Showcase show was whoever wanted to perform. Mm-hmm. And that's the way I stand by that. Like, I still have people to this day, Lisa, when you go start shows back up. When you go start the show back up. Because I gave everybody a platform. I didn't give a damn if you sucked or not. Mm-hmm. If you were whack, you had to deal with the crowd. That's up to you.
Right.
So
because through that, you let a lot of people in.
Right.
Through that. You know what I'm saying?
So when Spence, because me and Spence got history. Mm-hmm. I've been taking pictures of Spence since he had dreads. Exactly. Like, you know what I mean?
I remember right.
So, and like, you know, Spence used to get on my damn nerves. Like, it was to the point where I was like, oh, God. He get on my fucking nerves.
Right.
But he's also one of those that I genuinely support, and I truly have love for him. It was to the point that I'm the one that took the pictures of Tiffany for her birthday flyer, and for all the models for the fashion show.
Which I'm modeling in.
Are you? I'm not going to be able to be there. I got to tell Tiffany. Man. I'm be in Texas and actually I'll be in New Orleans that day. Man. Right. I mean, I'm going to Texas and New Orleans. I'm sorry.
look, I might be right behind you. Actually, I'm going on my vacation that day, too.
Oh, I'm not going on vacation. I'm going down there because of music.
Oh, well, that's really
I'm going to be working. I'm taking pictures, and he'll probably sucker me into doing another video. Because I've done shot 3 videos now. I don't shoot videos.
Exactly.
So
that's exclusive.
Right. So if you sucker me into doing something like that for you, that's something special.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going down with Baltimore Big Steve. back down to Texas in New Orleans. So I'm actually probably going to be doing my show from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be dope.
Yeah, it is. Because I'm going to be talking to New Orleans artists and stuff.
That's what I was going to say. You got a link. I got some family down there that I can link you with.
I'm telling you, I love it down there. I went down there at the end of February. It was the last day of Mardi Gras. We made it down there. Oh, my God. I just loved it.
Beautiful.
But the music part of it is what I really love, too, because we went to a place called Peaches Records. Mm-hmm. And Peaches Records is where Cash Money, No Limit, where they all started. Because Miss Peaches pushed their albums, and she let them sell their albums in her store. Right. She got them the scan stuff and all that. She helped them do all that. So we went down there, and I met Dancing Dan and Nick Paddywhack. You know, we live, baby. I met them.
That's fine.
Yeah, they were awesome. I stood and talked to Nick for like a half an hour.
Huh.
And I told him that day, I said, you guys are just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. Oh, yeah. He was like, he said, we just did this stuff and we recorded it and, we were just playing around. I said, you're going to be bigger and bigger. I said, that whole T-Pain thing, he said, when he pulled us out on stage, that was amazing to us. Right. And now they done been to Game's house. They've been the dude that played Tupac. They was in his house. Like just bigger and bigger. So I see things and I call it.
That's That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying?
This is why it's not an interview. It's a conversation between friends.
This is history. This ain't no secret, the stranger stuff. It's history right here.
The In the Spotlight show, like I said, was to give a chance for everybody. So when Spence hit me up that day, he was like, I got somebody. I was like, all right. Mm-hmm. So I was like, Tic Toc? Okay, whatever. I don't care. Here's your tickets. You give me $75. You keep the other $75. You get, what was it, like 12 minutes on stage? Something like that. And yeah. That's what you do. You got on that stage. I remember you got on that stage, and I was like, because Spence with the turn up music. I can turn up, but for so damn long.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And you always seem to lose your clothing.
Look, if I keep my clothes on, it's not lit. It's
not
lit.
We was at sound stage, and I looked up and
it's not lit.
Where's your shirt at?
If my shirt's on, we're not having a good time.
He does not, it doesn't matter. Like, it is a guarantee. Because I used to say that about one of the other artists that used to do one of my shows. It was like, sometimes it would be all three of them on the set. Sometimes they would get individual sets. And it didn't matter, because, all of a sudden, I look up, and he ain't got no shirt. I was like... So every show that they would do, I'd look at him and be like, are you going to keep your shirt on? He said, I don't know. It all depends.
You get lost.
So, now, every time, it's just one of those things when I see you perform, I'm just like, or you're not even performing. Whose set was that? Was that Spencer's set at Soundstage?
Yeah, that was Spencer.
That
was Spencer's set.
Next thing I know.
We turned that up.
He ain't got no damn shirt on. That's where one of the pictures came from, too. Right. From the flyer. We were standing down there.
Shout out Soundstage. That's one of my favorite places to perform.
And you know what? And you being able to perform there has been a long, hard road to be able to do that too.
Very long. And you was there from the jump. The jump, it was 3 party promoters that dealt with me when I first came up here. It was you, Ogun, and Hugga.
And those
3. And y'all 3 for a lifetime. Anything.
Let me tell you, me and Hugga, I met Hugga and Ogun at basically the same time when I first came in the scene.
Yeah, they were actually together on the showcase I did with them.
And I didn't know anybody when I came in this scene. Mm-hmm. I knew nobody.
Right.
Somebody reached out to me on MySpace. B.O.M.B. His name's B.O.M.B. He reached out to me on MySpace. That's how long ago it was. You all remember MySpace?
Yeah.
I still got my MySpace. 2 of them. The third one I can't remember. But and through him, I met different things, radio shows, and then I started coming out to shows. I came out to my first show. I didn't bring my camera. I came out to my second show. I brought my camera. I didn't know nobody, so I started taking pictures of people because I didn't know nobody.
Right.
That's how I got here.
Oh yeah.
Taking pictures of people that I had no idea, and it progressively. I went back and looked at some of my albums, and it was like 100 and some pictures compared to 800 now.
Oh
like,
yeah, I see. That. when we have events and I know you shooting, I wait for them albums. Boy, they get longer and longer, but that's better.
Yeah, but
you're capturing more.
I wanna be able to capture every moment.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because there's like, you never like I was taking pictures because I love to take pictures. And then when certain people come up to me and be like, yo, Lisa, you captured this moment perfectly, da 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 da, they appreciate. Yeah.
That's memories.
Right.
That's stuff that we're going to look back on one day. We're going to all be old. Like, wow, y'all remember this? And you're going to see at the bottom all Paparazzi.
Right. So, hopefully my grandson likes taking pictures all the time. So hopefully he'll take over the company name, and he'll be the Baltimore Paparazzi.
I wore that as a badge. I remember back in the day when we first started getting pictures of me and stuff. And you posted something. You was like, I take all these pictures. You would think people would use them for stuff you found.
Right, and
at this time, I think I had one of your pictures as my profile picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like the Baltimore Paparazzi. That's a trophy. You feel me?
Yeah.
You're
and I appreciate that. I appreciate that more than anything.
You know what I'm saying? If you're in the mix in Baltimore, you've been in front of Lisa's camera.
And that's like, it's something that was funny. Yesterday I went, I was with Big Steve and Fat Boy Deezy. He's from Louisiana, but he lives in Houston, Texas.
Shout out.
And he's doing a collaboration with Steve on a project. So they were filming a video yesterday before we went to Pennsylvania. And so I walk up to the Gold Room studio, and that's a studio that I call them my sons, that Hello Rello and, he used to be B City Tay, then he was just Slay, and, his name changes.
Yeah.
So I'm walking up the steps behind everybody, and I see Hello Rello, I see him right here. And he kind of like sees me, but he doesn't because he's talking. And then all of a sudden he says, oh shit, and he slides down the wall. I was like, yeah, y'all better act right. Your mother's here. Now what? So they came up to me and gave me hugs. And I was like, hi. And it was like these girls standing there. And they kind of like looking because they're calling me Ma.
Right.
And I'm calling them my sons. But it's kind of obvious I can't be their natural mother. So.
If you know, you know.
Right. So Rel was like, he put me on his Instagram or something. He was like, yo, you see this right here? You see this right here? If you don't know who this lady is, I don't know who you are.
Exactly.
And the girl was like, and so the girls were standing there, and I pulled my camera out because I was going to take some behind the scenes shots. That's what I do.
Exactly.
I just do it. So the girl was like, oh, you got a camera too? You a photographer? I was like,
the photographer.
I said, yeah. That's all I could do was like, yeah.
Right.
So I was like, I'm actually the Baltimore Paparazzi. That's why Ralph said that.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I didn't. I said, that's fine.
They don't even know. They don't get it.
That's fine. So, you sent me a couple tracks.
Yeah. I sent you some new music.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I sent you one with, I sent you a new one, me and Spence.
Yeah.
Shout out Spence, man. That's my brother.
I'm gonna tell you.
That's my brother.
I told you. Spence used to get on my damn nerves. Let me tell you. I gotta tell you this before I play this song. We were outside the 5 Seasons. Yo, Lisa, you take a picture of me? You gonna take a picture? You gonna pay me? This bastard put 4 quarters in my hand. So, yo, I really don't like you.
From the bottom of his heart. From the bottom of it, he be dead ass serious.
I was like, yo, I don't like you, yo. I don't like you.
Damn, man, that's my brother. Man.
But I tell you, like, yeah, every time somebody needs something, and I know Spence could, Spence does that, like, the whole graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd be like, boom.
Another pioneer in this city, and they ain't even recognize it. They ain't even see it yet. I'm all about looking toward the future, you feel me?
Right.
I see legends before they come.
That's my thing. Like, I pay attention to people, and I see how their work ethic is. Like I said, when I met you, to me, I was like, okay, I'm meeting him out Glen Burnie. He live out this way?
Mm-hmm.
He come in the city? Oh, Lord.
That's what everybody said, man.
You know, I was just like, okay, because it's not, it's just like almost like a preconception of people that live in the counties or whatever, and they come, because look, I know that there's hood everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the country, like, my mother hates the way I talk.
Oh, yeah.
My mother hates the way I talk. She hates the way I act. You've been in the city too long. No. I left and moved. I went to Job Corps down in Virginia. I was at an all-female Job Corps. And all the females in there, majority of the females were from Philly, D.C., and Baltimore. So that's who I hung around with. Right. And some of the girls who were from, you know, West Virginia and all, you know. But those were the girls I was around. So, you know, I always had this attitude of, my mother always taught me, you know, you do for yourself. You don't ask for help. If you can't get it on your own, then it must not be meant for you to have it on your own.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Very so tough. She made me this way. She just don't like the way I talk.
Yeah, I explain to a lot of people. I'm not from the county. I'm not from Maryland. I'm from Texas.
Okay.
Hello, I'm from Fly My Flag. Shout out Houston. You said
that's where I'm gonna be.
Exactly. Look, I'm jealous. But that's why I said I might be right behind you. That's what I'm looking to do. Go see my mother, visit my mother, touch the roots. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, I thought Steve was bullshitting me when he said, yo, you put an address in GPS, and it'll take you about an hour to get there, because Houston is so fucking big. I was like, yo, you lying. No, Houston. It took us 45 minutes to get from the airport to Deezy's house. Yeah. It took us another 45 minutes to get from, like, Deezy's house to the hotel we were staying at.
Houston is like Maryland. It ain't that big. It's close. Houston is closer to the size of Maryland than it is
right, because
Baltimore.
It's just like so freaking huge. Like, and I'm looking around like, but the thing about it is like we shot footage. Told you I shot a damn video in Houston. But we shot footage where Lil Flip is from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You got footage of the sign, Cloverland, all that shit. So, like, it reminds me a lot of Baltimore as far as you got these different neighborhoods, basically. These,
that's everywhere. That's all ghettos across America. They just look different.
Right.
It's all the same setup, though.
So yeah, and you know, I'm not from Baltimore. Like I said, I'm from Maryland. I was born in Delaware. Mm-hmm. But people are like, you're not from Baltimore? No. Why do you think why? Because I could have sworn you. Why? Because I have the attitude that I do. I lived on Poplar Grove for 7 years.
Oh, yeah. You're going to inherit that. There's no getting around that.
I was on Poplar Grove for 7 years. Like, I had to move because I was
Shout out to Grove. Shout out Gusto Grove.
Right.
We all over the city, man.
But I was out there with a butcher knife trying to kill somebody.
Okay, let's stay on Poplar.
In front of the police.
Mm.
Yeah. And you know what they did to me? They stood there like this and watched me. Because they wanted me to stab that boy.
L.I. was out there.
Yeah. They wanted me to stab that boy because they knew I didn't like the boy. Because the police knew me. I was the only white person around there. So, yeah, they knew who I was.
Do your thing. That's how they was looking.
They were like, go ahead. We'll pick up the body when it's gone.
Right.
Okay. Right. So, I'm going to play this song. We're going to come back and talk some more. Like I said, these are not interviews. These are conversations.
I know, man. It's like a family reunion.
Conversations.
It's like a family reunion. But yeah, we ready to punch in. This is the Herman off the Face Off mixtape. This is me and Spencer's mixtape we get ready to drop. The Herman. Shout out Spencer.
I seen the graphics for that.
Nasty. Yes. Spence getting great with that.
That's why no, that's the wrong one. That one. But Red Fox. Have you never been here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've seen the studio?
Yeah, I did. I ain't see the studio, but I looked at it.
Okay. I always give a tour and always introduce everybody to Fox. But Fox was just asking me about graphics, and I told him about Spence.
Yeah.
So I showed him the flyers that he did for Tiffany.
What's he trying to get done?
I think for his new, because he just signed a female artist, and I think it's what he's looking for. But I always. Now, did you hear about? No, I forgot. I have to tell you about flying. Let me just eat my jalapeno chips. I don't even eat jalapenos, but I think I needed them. So I'm gonna keep me awake. But no, Spence hit me up because Tiffany had hit me up and asked me about the pictures. Because Spence wanted to do the flyer for the thing. So I was in the inbox with her and I told her, and I said, I thought I had sent you those pictures, but I had looked back and I didn't send her the ones of all the girls together from the second shoot. So I sent her, and the next thing I know, I get a video call from Blaine Spencer. I answered it. I was like, what you want, y'all? Didn't even say hi. What you want, y'all? She's like, Lisa. Yeah. Want you to see my face. For what? He said, I told Tiffany I was going to call you. He said, not even. He said, not even about the photos. Not even about that. So we were talking about another issue. He was like, yo, it just didn't seem right. Didn't seem right. Because I wasn't fit right. He said, but Tiffany had told him everything. Well, part of everything.
Yeah, we heard about that.
And he was like, wasn't right, Lisa. Didn't feel right. I just wanted you to see my face. I was like, Spence was like, Spence called me on some dumb shit all the time.
And then the crazy part about it, whoever was doing it, they didn't like you. That was the weirdest part about it. Like, I started seeing the pictures pop up. I'm like, who the fuck took these pictures? Yeah, it was awesome. Oh.
Like 400 pictures compared to 1,400. 1,400.
I don't know, it was out. But that whole situation was weird anyway. I don't know what they did. They gotta fix that. That's another big part of the city. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we back in here, man. That's the Herman.
Mm-hmm.
The Herman. This is a new little dance we got going on. If you got some years on you, you're familiar with this cat. His name was Pee Wee Herman.
Okay.
Yeah, it's some history behind him, so judge if you want. Think what you want, but we made a song, and that's just fire, and I need everybody that. Speaking of this guy.
Yeah, put his ass on, yeah.
We made a song, and that shit fire, the Herman. Hey, yo!
Hey! The fuck you doing, yo? Fuck you doing, yo?
Where you at, yo? I just dropped the Herman. Yo, Virginia, I just dropped the Herman. That's crazy.
Oh, we done that with his peoples.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm not mad at you now.
Oh, yeah, we just played Herman, nigga. Yeah.
I thought it was later, yo.
We live. Look, you on YouTube live.
You on YouTube.
That's YouTube live. What it do, bro?
Was just talking about your dumb ass.
Right, that's crazy.
I was just talking about you, about how, remember we was at the 5 Seasons, and you was like, you gonna take a picture of me, Lisa? Take a picture of me, Lisa. And I said, you gonna pay me, you put 4 quarters in my goddamn hand.
History,
that's
bro.
Crazy, yo.
History, my nigga. When you coming back?
I'll be back tomorrow, yo. Hey, yo, y'all need to come out to DC tomorrow or something. Y'all need to hit, you know what I mean? Squad up.
What you
Let's
got?
knock that song out the bar, yo.
Oh,
You
yeah.
already gonna be out this way for real, yo. You heard me?
Yeah. That's a bet. That's a bet. Yeah, just hit me. I'm gonna hit you when I leave here so we rap. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna hit you.
Ah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Alright, bro, I got you, man. Big Spitz on here, man. Spitz, say what it is alive, nigga.
Alright, hit Chick Freak Nation, nigga. Tell them you trying to hit the studio.
Yeah, Creep Nation, nigga, there it is, Loco. Alright, bet, we in there.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I got you.
Yeah.
Bet.
Set it up.
Alright, dumb.
Y'all finish that.
Alright.
Turn up.
Hey, man, that nigga, man.
You talk this ass right on out, yo. I
Dude.
told you, yo, Spence. I said that's why when Spence came to me about you, I kind of knew that you wasn't one of these dudes that was whack.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because I already knew the people that Spence surrounded himself around. Like I've been there, and I've been around like all the So Swag and everything, and everybody. So I kind of know, you know who you know who yes men are.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So you know who's a yes man, and they surround themselves with yes men.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sure that if you came up with something and it was like it's supposed to be like, yo, what? Hell no.
Right.
You know what I mean? That song is whack as shit. No, you need to go redo that or something.
And that's what we keep around. It ain't no flugazi around here. I actually met Spence. Fresh off the plane, you feel me? I came over here and I was looking through Baltimore artists. I knew what I was and I knew who I needed to link myself with. And I seen Spence was posting. He was shooting Al Pacino, directed by Steven Q. Spielberg. Shout out Spills, you know what I'm saying? And how I looked at it is, I seen this nigga Spence on Baltimore Battles and all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I bet this is my way to link with him. And at the time, Spills was the hottest director in the city. Still is, you feel me? But he was like, Spills was MTV to me. I felt like if I could get a hold of Spills, I made it.
He was the first one to do innovative stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
He paved the way. He's still paving the way.
You know and then everybody that came after him trying to top him or whatever. But like my thing with Spielberg is this: he's always been so down to earth with me.
Exactly.
And that goes a long way with me.
Me
like
too.
if I see you start changing up because you getting a little bit of notoriety or you getting a little bit of fame.
Never. And
I'm just like, and I look at people and I just watch them. That's why I say all the time, I'm a people watcher. So I'm in a room of people. I'm constantly watching people. And like, I'm meeting you for the first time, I will watch you interact with everybody else.
See how you move.
And I see how you are with certain people. Because I already know them. So I see how you interact. And that's what I do with everybody. And people don't realize that about me. I'm a people watcher. That's why when I'm at shows, I said this last night. When I'm at shows, I'm up front. I'm right up front.
In the mix.
I'm up front taking pictures. But if you watch me, I look around. One, because I don't like people behind me. I'm very paranoid. Two, whoever I'm in there with that's my family, my friends, I'm going to make sure they're good.
You got to keep an eye on them.
So I'm looking around and I'm just watching people. And there's been a couple times I had to I wanted to put my hands on some dumbasses because they were just jumping around. I understand you get drunk, you get high, whatever, you get happy and you want to jump around and the music and I'm like,
calm down.
You need to take that shit over there away from me. But I'm constantly watching people. So, like I said, I've known Spence for a long time. I've known Spielberg for a long time. Spielberg has always been Spielberg. No matter what. Whenever Spielberg posts up, now, he's got deals, I'm going to reshare it. Not because he's done anything for me personally, but I like how Spielberg moves.
Me too. See, I'm not gonna lie though. Way back when Spills used to do that, I wouldn't share it, and I wouldn't because I was from a different area of people who knew of Spills but couldn't get in touch with him because they were scared to make that step. Yeah. So I wasn't too fond to put it out there, but now me and Spills.
I know because he does a lot of your stuff.
We 60 in. The next video I drop with Spills will be my 60th video with Spills.
Well, the Fuck You Mean video for Spence.
Down at the hot spot.
Yeah, I was in that video. I'm in that video. You just can't see me.
Oh, there was a lot going on.
No, I was hiding.
What was going on? Why you hiding?
Because I don't like being... I've been in a couple of videos from, like a couple years ago. But I don't like this live.
Yeah.
Cause I'm on it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I like being behind the camera.
Behind
That's why mine is right here and it's
Exactly.
focused on you. Because why am I on here? It's not about me.
Mm-hmm.
It's about you.
Behind the camera.
You know. So I was hiding behind Mr. Hurt of all people. He like 6 foot. I don't know what.
Right.
So I was I'm in the video. You just cannot see me.
Because
Spence made a point. He was like, Lisa, I need you in the video. No, you don't, Spence. I said, Tiffany not in the video. Tiffany's your girl. Like, Teresa, I didn't want to be in the damn video. I was like, well, I didn't either. I got right behind.
Yeah, man. Shout out the hot spot. Shout out 5 Seasons.
Man,
I remember it as. Shout it out, man.
And I wish somebody would open it back up.
Yeah, I mean,
he did a lot of work.
For the little time I was there, it was amazing. It was a big part of Baltimore history. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to the dude that got it shut down. But,
well, I'm gonna tell you the real story. Mahmoud, he was beat up in there. He was alive when he left. He passed away in the hospital. The police went to the liquor board, the hearing for with the liquor board when Solomon didn't let nobody know. I told Solomon, I said, if you had let people know, we would have all been there.
Yeah.
And they said, well, every time there's an event there, we have to be there in the parking lot because there's just so much that goes on. It was a damn lie. Right. You're there because the fucking carryout's there and Dunkin' Donuts is right next door. You're there because the jail is right across the street.
Exactly.
That's why you're there.
The hookah bars, right?
Right.
There.
And there was more trouble at the hookah bar than there was ever at 5 Seasons.
Exactly. People,
so, and like you didn't get to come up in a time when there was Sonar, which is now Paparazzi. That place is so different than what Sonar was.
Yeah.
Sonar, Black Hole out in Dundalk. We had what's that place that's on right across from the Hippodrome now? What is that? It's a club or whatever. It used to be called Bedrock. It's the old bank.
Yeah.
Right across, I forget, it's some club now. But it was called Bedrock then. We had Fletcher's. We had so many different Bourbon Street, which is still sitting there empty.
Right. I don't understand that. Bourbon Street was you would hear about Bourbon Street out of state.
Right. You know so we had all these clubs and all these spots to perform at and have shows at, and there was just so much going on. There was just so much love. When I would go to Black Hole, and you would see Scar Akbar, you would see Comp, you see Ogun, you would see something. I think Mully. Yeah, Mully. Well, I see Mully Man at 5 Seasons one day, and I introduced myself. He was like, "I know who you are, Lisa." Like, oh, wow.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. He was
shout out Scott DVMG too, man. Family right there.
You know, so like you would always see, everybody would be there, and it's not because they were performing. It was because they were there to support.
Love. Exactly.
Right. So somewhere along the line, we lost all that. We lost a lot of venues, and I'm hoping that it all come back around.
We gotta stop the violence in the city. That's gonna be number one. They not gonna okay nothing with the rate we at now.
They don't want to okay nothing anyway. To be honest, if it has anything to do with the black community, because I'm gonna tell you, this is no lie. I was at an event at Soundstage a few years ago. I was outside. You know, they got it sectioned off for people to smoke. I was outside. Police walked up. What's going on here tonight? They was like, it's a hip hop show. Well, they can't be outside. People can't be outside. They have to be inside. They have to go inside.
That's crazy.
The very next night, I rode past there. All the white people was outside smoking cigarettes. Nobody was fucking with them. So I pay attention to shit like that.
Yeah.
My children are biracial. So and I've been a part of a black family since 1990. That's my family.
Right.
They're my cousins, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, all that. They are my family. I have an adopted father. He will tell you quick, fast, in a hurry that I am his daughter. You know, so I see both sides of everything. And it makes it hard for me because when everybody's making the thing about, oh, well, all black people this and all white people this, I'm standing there going, you're wrong as shit.
Right.
Because you cannot generalize everybody into one because we're all so different.
They're very different.
You know what I mean? So I seen that shit at Soundstage and I was like, yo, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's real. It's
because
real.
And like I said, Soundstage is you know, you being able to perform at Soundstage like you have is a blessing because it took people a very long time to be able to get local artists in there because local artists don't bring money. And that's what kills me because but we keep proving them wrong.
On a regular, this is the war I'm at right now. At any given time, any given event I want to, I can bring out 30 people.
Right.
But there's not any. There's no get back on that.
See?
You know what I'm saying?
You're not getting anything off the ticket sales.
Exactly. If I do that, if
right.
I bring out that many people, and 30 people is not a lot of people. There's a very bigger fan base, but I'm talking about these venues that we're at, they're not that big. So 30 people to one of these is big for everyone that's listening. But I can't bring this out and then
the only thing that you're getting...
the promoter looks like he did this. You know what I'm saying? When that's a problem I had with a lot of different shows that I did. I brought people out and it looked like something that a promoter did.
And do you see why my little show
means so much? Why you need to bring it back? Why we need to start those
my whole thing was I would leave there some nights I didn't have a dime in my pocket because I had to pay my DJ, had to pay my person that worked the door. I had to pay my daughter because she did production for me, and I had to pay the host. Not to mention, at one point in time, I was paying Solomon, and it got to the point when Solomon took me off on Saturdays and put me on Thursdays. He's like, "You don't have to pay me."
That's love.
Because he was making money at the bar.
Exactly. Shout out Solomon.
You know, so I had a staff to pay, and my thing is this: you're an artist. I'm giving you tickets to sell to bring people. So they could come and make my event look really good because then, make it look packed. Buy stuff at the bar. Make the bar, make the bar happy.
It all goes hand in hand.
So if I'm having you sell tickets, why am I not letting you have some of the profits?
No, why do I need so-and-so Blise Blah for you to perform? You know what I'm saying? I never got that. And that's one of the tricky parts of this game.
Well, for one, I think a lot of promoters, they bite more than they can chew.
Oh, definitely.
They do these shows, and that's one reason why I used to hate going to shows, and there'd be 20 people on the card.
Because
we start late, except for at Soundstage, because that's run by white people.
Right.
But
oh yeah. The organization.
Show starts at 7:15. Guess what? There's a little white lady with the head with the little thing on, and she got blonde hair, and she gonna say, "Oh well, we gotta go." 7:15. Let's go.
Right.
Doesn't matter. There's 10 people standing there.
Everything
we gotta go.
Is on time. It's,
right.
It's sickening how to the minute. It's
right.
On.
So you got a promoter that does a show at a venue. They have 20 people on the card. We don't start until almost 11 o'clock. Yeah. How are you gonna get 20 people unless you
rush people through?
Right.
Have people song. And a lot of these people, and all 20 people pay.
Right.
So
and that's the thing. And that's the reason why I have a problem with paying to perform. I have a real problem with paying.
What is your motive?
If you got a headliner, say like Dragon, you got a headliner like Dragon. Why am I paying to perform? Why are you not giving me tickets to sell?
Because they have situations like such. Dragon never showed up. He's never paid.
But if you get your money...
You're using the underground rap league or whatever you want to call it. You're using the underground artist to pay for this artist to come down and make you revenue.
Right.
I don't like that.
I don't either. I don't either. I have a real problem, like, and that's the reason why I'm so vocal about it a lot of times when people talk about it, you know. And it was like, oh well, this is coming from artists. Well, the promoter's supposed to fill the, and I said, okay, you see me? Who am I? Oh, you're the Baltimore Paparazzi. Okay, and that would mean something to some people, but for me to get people, couldn't get people to come to my damn birthday party half the damn time. You know, people don't understand. Just because I am the person that I am does not mean that people really do fuck with me.
Yeah.
What it is I provide a service, and of course they're going to try to keep me in their good graces. You know what I mean? So as a promoter, which I never claimed to be a promoter, but as a promoter, you cannot put all that on me. If it was a party thing, not a show, if it was a party thing, that's something totally different.
And that's
my responsibility.
Yeah, that's a difference.
But as far
parties and shows are different.
If I'm throwing an event, I'm going to reach out to artists, be like, boom, I'm gonna give you this amount of tickets. I get this much off. I don't care if you sell them or you give them away, but this is how much money I get. You keep the rest of the proceeds if you sell them, whatever. But that's fair to me. And the big, you know, like doing the shows at Ram's Head and Soundstage is awesome. It really is. If you get to meet the person you're opening up for.
Correct.
Sometimes they don't want to be bothered by the local acts. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
You won't even see them until they're on stage.
Let me tell you something.
They just said 50 was just down there. Were you in there?
No. My friend was in there. He's the one who recorded that girl pulling his ass off stage. I would have punched her ass too. Fuck that. Just like the girl that got kicked by Gates.
Yeah.
Look, free my man Gates.
Right.
Yeah. Free my man Gates. He need to be home with his wife and kids.
We are people. Let me put that out there, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no mogul yet. I'm not no superstar yet, but shit, I am here. I'm in Baltimore. We're people. Don't grab.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I understand you excited about the person. My thing is this. The shit with Gates, he says stop. Mm-hmm. She grabbed him 3 times. Mm-hmm. Not just once, not 3 times. Bitch, you need to get kicked.
Yeah. Yep.
And then she stayed and partied.
Right.
Wasn't no wrong shit. You just seen
just like the girl that grabbed 50.
Yeah.
Same thing. They pulled her ass on the stage. She was twerking and all kinds of stuff. They didn't show that on TMZ.
Exactly.
But like I said, when you performing at these events, I was at Tech Nine is one of my favorite artists, and I finally got to see him in concert.
Shout out Tech Nine. Shout out Stars.
Yeah, I got to see Stars afterwards. I've known Stars for years. Yeah. So when I went up to him after the show, he was like, "Hey!" He gave me a big old hug, and I was like, "Yeah, I couldn't get my camera." He said, "You should have hit me up."
Hey, you been good.
I was like, "Oh, next time." But this Tech Nine got on stage for over 2 hours and performed. Mm-hmm. 2 hours.
Passion.
The artists that were on from Strange Music came out after the show. And was just walking around with everybody. Like, hey, the girls are coming, can you sign my titties? And I'm like,
really?
and Yubi was like, he was so drunk. He was like, sure. Like, you know, so I'm looking and I'm like standing this close to Yubi from Seth's crew. I look over and Chris, he's back at where the clothes are, like the merchandise table. He's back there. I'm just like, oh, any other time, my son-in-law would have not come and got me on time.
On time.
On time. I'm like, yo, I'm waiting for Stevie Stone to come from out back because I was getting ready to say, you're coming home with me. Stevie Stone, oh, please just rap to me. Just let me hear your voice. Please.
Oh, man.
Tech, I love Tech. Tech Nine is one of my favorites. But the professionalism of him and Strange Music is what I want for everybody. Yeah. The independent artist does not understand how much power and how much control they could possibly have over their own stuff, everything. Exactly. You know, everybody's like, oh, I want to get signed. No, you don't need to get signed. Now you can do everything on your own. You might need that push from that label.
Don't sign that deal. Sign a promotional deal.
Right.
There's different deals to sign.
Right.
That's what I'm doing right now as we speak with Designer Gang. I have 9 artists. And I went through a lot coming up. You know, what would an artist be if they knew about this before they go through it? So you could say, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really all my art. They all write their own music. They all have their own talent. I just showed them the business side. I showed them, all right, you're about to get fucked. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta get fucked.
To learn a lesson.
Yeah, just take this Vaseline. It won't hurt as bad. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm here to do. Shout out to Zana Gang. They're working very hard. Very hard.
An artist online, and this has been something that's happened, and like it's happened in the past. It's going to continue to happen until people get it together. I had an ex-boyfriend that he used to write rhymes. I had a book of rhymes. Left that bitch up on a subway in New York. Next thing you know, he was hearing his shit in Bad Boy songs. Cause why? Shit wasn't copyrighted. Wasn't publishing nothing. So I seen somebody online yesterday and said that some artist took his hook. My first thing was copyright ?
Alright. Whose is it really?
Right. How you gonna prove it? Ty Gutter, who goes by Ty Hill, and he goes by his government, but Ty Gutter had the same thing happen with Drake. Like he proved it, like his music, like music wise, he proved it it's on YouTube and everything, and it's something that continuously happens. Why? Cause everybody's putting out this fucking music and not copyrighting this shit.
You don't know the business side. Everybody wants to learn the artistry side.
I don't give a fuck if it's on an industry beat. You take and you copyright those fucking words.
And people don't realize it's not as hard as it may seem.
It's
just as simple as sending something to yourself. Go to the post office, send a CD to yourself, send a rhyme book to yourself. Just never open it.
Right.
That is a copyright.
And it's not even, and to actually copyright it is not that hard either. Like there's people that, like Miss Sonia does it, Miss Sonia and Tamika. They do that shit, and they, you can go online and look to see yourself how to do it yourself. Yeah, guess what? It's going to cost money. Money that you all rap about.
Invest in yourself, huh? It shows. It shows who does and it shows who does not.
I have a lot of problems, don't I?
Nah, that's real. Invest in yourself, man. Stop acting like you can make it without putting up behind it. You can't. That's not how this universe works, young sir.
So, let me go to my interview questions. So, when did you first decide that you were gonna you were gonna do this? You were gonna rap,
I first decided I was gonna rap. I had to say 9th grade year, going into high school, because before that it was okay for me to be a poet. And a lot of people don't know, I have poetry published in school books. It's been a very long time, but in school books that were all around the country from back when I was in elementary school.
My daughter had one in middle school.
I won a contest. She was probably in the same contest I was in, but yeah, they actually published my poetry. That's where it all came from. I would get frustrated and I would write. And I didn't know what rap was at the time, so it was just words. And then I realized I liked them rhyming. And then when I got to high school, I realized, oh shit, this is rap. You know what I'm saying? And then that from poetry, that changed everything in my life. I was very timid, very shy. As a poet. I was gonna say, you can't tell that now. When it switched over to rap, it was like a flower blossoming. You know what I'm saying? It was an amazing story behind me. I feel like I like it, and that's all that matters.
All right. So who were your early influences? Like,
oh man, DJ Screw, the whole SEC,
well,
Texas.
That goes back to being down in. Because let me tell you, I'm from Maryland. My first rap song was Sugar Hill Gang, of course, one of the very first rap songs that ever came out.
Pioneers.
So I came in like at the very beginning, so I got to see all the different changes and everything. So But to this day, UGK,
The whole SEC screwed up clip.
B.O.M.B is like my all time. Like I hear B.O.M.B and I just go, oh.
See, Lil Kiki,
Mhm.
that was my number one favorite artist, and it wasn't because of his artistry. It was because he was the young one in the clip.
So you kind of
And that
identified.
was me, yeah.
Yeah.
I was always the young. So all my brothers, everybody's older than me. I was always him. We were the young wild, I felt like I was Kiki my whole life coming up. Shout out to Lil Kiki, still out here
Right.
working. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
I'm such a like I'm not gonna say I'm a connoisseur of music, but I I grew up listening to like 50s, 60s, and 70s rock and roll. Then I had country in there because both my parents listened to country. My mother used to sing just like Tammy Wynette. Like her voice sounded just like her. So I grew up with all of that, and then like music has always been in our household, always been in my life. So I have such an eclectic view of music.
Yeah, it's versatile.
And so like I loved UGK when I heard it. I loved Outkast. David Banner. David Banner to today is still my favorite.
Southern music is just more jazz. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I fell in love with FCC and UGK and all that because it was pain. It wasn't always flashy cars and women and money. Nah, sometimes you gonna rap about the real shit. Like, motherfucker, my lights off right now. That I related to that. You know what I'm saying? And that. It's just jazz. I'm in love with jazz.
Right.
And in music, down south, of course, where jazz originated, you can hear it in our nowadays music. Nowadays rap, rock, whatever. You can hear the jazz in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what it's all
We
about.
all looked over at the door at the same time.
Yeah, something going on in here.
It's the wind blowing over when they open the doors up.
But yeah, that's all, man. It's just, it's passion with me. When people don't realize music is the ultimate healer.
Honey, let me tell you, if you've ever heard me talk, I say this all the time. Music is my therapy.
It is.
Look at you can tell what I'm going through. Lately it's been Black because I love his ass. Like the dude that I was dealing with, the song Problems, he sent me the picture of it. He was like, this song is you. I said, me? So I go and listen to it. He said that whole first verse, the hook, the beginning of the second verse, that's all you. And I'm like, I'm listening to it. And I was like, yo, I hate you, yo. I was like, yo, was this guy reading my messages? Because the one part of the song is like something about, she says, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I had just sent him something telling him I hated him like last week, before the week before. And I was like, yo, was this fucking in my... So then as I'm listening to some of the other songs, I'm relating to them too. He has one, it's called MTFU. And it's talking about, Black is talking about his girl's best friend coming between them. Like she preyed on their downfall. I went through that 5 years ago.
Hey, that's some real shit.
Yo, I sent it to my ex. I was like, yo, listen to this. He was like, yo, that song just fucked me up.
All right.
Because it happened to us in real life. So whatever I'm going through in my life, like every day is a Kevin Gates day. It don't matter. Every day is a Kevin Gates day.
Yeah. Shout out Gates. Fuck me Gates.
And so music is my therapy. When I hear a song, like people send me music, be like, Lisa, take a listen to this and let me know what you think. And I'm hearing it, and I know that it's coming from them. It's not something made up. It's them. It's from their soul. And it's just like, you wrote that because you needed to get that off of your chest, and you didn't know how else to do it. So music is healing. It's therapy. It's life.
It's everything.
A lot of people don't realize that. They don't look that deep into it.
They don't, because they don't look that deep into life. You can see how they live. You know what I'm saying? People it's more going on out here. We gotta open our eyes.
It's like I said, like it's just, I'm hoping. I mean, I know what my view is on the scene. What is your view on the, as far as the music scene? Like, where do you see it at, and where do you see it going?
At the Baltimore music?
Yes.
Man, gotta stop all the conflict between. It has to stop. That has to stop. Baltimore could be
so much bigger.
Oh my God. Well, people don't realize Baltimore is not big enough to be divided the way that it is. Let me just put that out there. It's not big enough. All these different identities going on, everything. If everybody came together and made one force, do you not realize you would attack the music industry? You would attack. You wouldn't go in. You would attack it. It would be so much money, so much revenue through Baltimore. Again, I'm talking about really move in business together. You gotta stop beefing with each other.
You did not read my post I made the other day about egos.
Oh man.
I just wrote something similar to that the other day because I sit back. Like I said, I sit back and I watch things, and my thing is this. The reason why I started my show was because I didn't like what I was seeing with other promoters. Mm-hmm. And I had approached them promoters about doing different things. I modeled how I did my show behind Wisdom Court and how Billy Live did his show. So what I did was I made my show as a step up to be able to do Wisdom Court shows, which were bigger because they were doing shows in bigger places. So mine was like a little stepping stool. Okay, you proved to me that you can do this. Right. Billy sees it. He's next time he asks me, you got anybody for my Rams Head show? You got anybody for my Soundstage show? I'll be like, yo, so and so sold so many this amount of tickets, blah blah blah, exactly. And gave a good performance, blah blah blah. That was the premise of mine. But what I've noticed in the scene is this. I don't like how this promoter does stuff. So I'm just gonna go start my show and I'm put all my peoples on the show.
That's not how it works. That's
so you're just going to just start a show and just put all your peoples on the show. Nobody else in the scene. There's like 50 million fucking rappers in this scene. You're not gonna put none of them on it, just your peoples. That's gonna work how?
Right. Look what we got now.
Egos, just constantly egos. Like I said, you get to the point to where you getting a little notoriety, you get a little so then you just have this ego. You don't do these shows anymore because they're beneath you. Mm-hmm. I understand where you're coming from. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm gonna lie to you and say I do, but right. You're so aware. Stars went on tour with Tech 9. But when Star sees me, he still hugs me and says, "Hey, Lisa," gives me a hug, talks to me, everything else. I knew Stars. I knew when his daughter was born. I know his daughter's mother. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I know these people in real life.
Star is very humble, dude. Very humble.
So I made this post about egos. I made the post about the same things that you're saying. Not everybody's going to ever come together. We're not going to be kumbaya and around the fire pit. None of that stuff. But if enough people come together and make these moves that we need to do together, instead of, I don't like how this is doing, so I'm going to go do this. I don't like how much Spielberg charges for studio time, so I'm going to go and get my homeboy is going to go do it on his computer in his basement.
Exactly. Undercutting yourself. Pay the man what he's worth, man. Pay what it's worth. So you have to put up money. That's the problem with black folk nowadays, man. We have problems building businesses because the first thing a black person says to another one is, "Damn, you got a deal? Think you can hook me up, motherfucker? I'm building a business."
But they don't go to the Korean at the corner store on the other corner.
You would never ask Chop Suey for a deal. You would never ask for $1 off. You feel me? But they don't even want to let you slide for a fucking penny, for real. You would never. You come correct to them all day long. But then the second you see your man do it, say, "I went through this with my clothing line." You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. This cost me money
to make.
This is not free, and even if it was free, it cost me money. It's still.
You still have to get the shirts, sweatshirts, sweatpants, bandanas, whatever the case may be.
Everybody
you might not like this. This is it. Okay, probably because I took business in school and marketing and advertising. That's the reason why I'm so focused on marketing and advertising of your commodity. This is my thought. You're a commodity. So how can we market and advertise you to the people? That's always been my thought. So what people don't understand is, because I used to be a manager of a convenience store, so I pay 10 cents for oatmeal pies. They're 10 cents a piece. That's how much I pay for them. But I sell them for 25 cents because I gotta make a profit.
Yeah.
Because I gotta replace those oatmeal pies.
With abundance.
So I'm getting 5 cents for profit each oatmeal pie. Business. You buy a bulk of t-shirts for $125 and you get X amount of shirts. So you say, okay, it's gonna cost me this much to get the logos on there, da 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 da. Okay, then I need to sell these shirts for $25 a piece so I can go and re-up. Now, this is what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. The ones that don't get it are the same ones that talk about being on the block.
Trapping.
So guess what?
It's the same game.
It's the same game.
With everything. Everything. And not just the selling of stuff. It's the same thing with your music, man. You keep something up to date. You don't stay where you at. If you're not molding into something new, you're stuck and you're wasting time. You're in the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much how we carry it.
I was trying to see who liked something on my Instagram.
Yeah. But yeah.
I got a notification.
They gotta stop, man.
But see, and that's what I don't understand. I mean, I made a post the other day about me personally, about how many people have actually supported me. And there's a handful. How many people have shared my B.O.M.B Paparazzi page and said, go like the page, da da da, without it being because I just posted 200 pictures of them. How many people have went, you didn't have to get the damn shirt from me. You can go to Mogul Print and get it. Daryl Mack designed my logo.
Yeah, designed mine.
You know what I mean? So.
Shout out Mogul Print.
Right. That's why Mogul Print is on all my flyers. He's always supported me. I get, like, he'll hand me something, and I did buy my sweat jacket, because I had a sweat jacket made with my logo on the back, because it was cold and I needed a new sweat jacket, and I wanted to be styling and profiling and have my logo up here too. But, and he gives me shirts and be like, here you go, Lisa. I had an extra, like, when he did a shirt for me, he's like, I got another decal here, I'm going to put on a shirt for you, here you go. And just give it to me.
That's love.
You know what I mean? But how many people have gone to him and said, yo, I want a shirt that's got a B.O.M.B Paparazzi on it, because I want to show her support. I'm not getting no money off of that, but if I was, how many people are actually going to buy that shit from me?
Exactly.
People say they are. People say, oh, Lisa, you sell shit, I'll buy one. Would you really? So it's, like I said, it's a business. And people just don't understand the fact that we all trying to eat.
That's it, man.
That's why I have a booking manager now for photos. She was like, oh, hell no. After the situation that happened, oh, hell no. She said, all that you do for people, and this is how did you get treated? Oh, no. And she posted up, if you want Lisa, if you want B.O.M.B Paparazzi at your event, you call Shantae and have her numbers right there. So I said, I don't know how many people are going to be booking me, but I don't get money from local artists anyway. I get money from fucking strippers. I'm doing a stripper show on the 16th, so I mean.
And that's sad to say. That's how it is, man. Guys, please start investing in yourself. There's people in this city that are doing horror who don't have to. They doing it out of love, man. But we gotta keep them working. You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't realize.
That's like I said about like.
They didn't piss Spills off, man. You gotta watch Spills. Post. Spills look like he getting ready to leave Baltimore.
I seen that.
Y'all done pissed Spills off. I said it. I said, look, when I first came to start dealing with it, I said, Spills, when I come up, we gone. I gotta take you back home. I got hella brothers. Right. But see, like, nah, I can't leave my city. But shit, y'all see
I'm
how
gonna tell you, people say I can't leave my city, but that city sure does leave them.
I tell you, man.
So like I said, like with Spielberg, like, and that's the same thing with Spielberg. That's why when he runs specials and people don't take advantage of it, and then they want a deal later on, he was like, "Yo, I was running a special."
Right,
What, you
where
know?
was you then? Man, I ain't gonna lie. You can ask Spill yourself. When he do them goddamn thing, and I get 10 of them, Spills be upset. I be having videos till next year with Spills. But that's my man, and I respect his craft. I have no problem paying what he wants.
Right.
But for somebody that blesses us, and Spills don't do deals once, twice a year. This
Doesn't
shit
all the
every
time.
other month. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, y'all. But then when you want your video and he charging regular, you're upset. Man, pay attention, man, and invest in yourself.
Right.
Invest, man.
Well, I'm gonna play this other song here. What's this one?
This is The Money. This is featuring Young Meech of DMQ, produced by Pyrex of B.O.M.B. He's actually down in Atlanta right now. He just did something real big with Cash Out, man. I'm very excited about this. Pyrex turned me up on Instagram, man. It's my little bro. He's really shining. Like, I love to see people behind the scenes winning. You know what I'm saying? He's not the rapper. But he's making the beats. And he's winning right
People
now.
forget about the producers.
They do. But that
unless they're like fucking Timberland.
Exactly. Pyrex is definitely down there holding it down right now. Shout out D-Day. Of course, he's been holding it down for years. Everybody know D-Day.
I ain't seen Meech in a while.
Man,
I ain't been out, so I mean.
Yeah. You know everybody's got a lot going on, but me and Meech got a project coming as well. I got a lot of shit going on in Baltimore. It's actually gonna be called the Coalition. Everything I do as far as a Baltimore artist that I'm connected with, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get a city back.
Okay. On that note, we're gonna listen to this little song right here, and I hope y'all like it. It's cause it's in my playlist.
The money.
It's in my playlist. Yeah. Yo, I love when I have people on here and they talk like they got some damn sense. I had some young boys on here and I just smiled the whole interview because they got it. Like, and they young. They like, and like, you know, like like the show that it was that they did. I seen them that was their first show. It's like, yo, y'all got it. You got to, like, yeah, because you can't be doing this. But, yeah, dude was like, yo, so-and-so, my hook, blah, blah, blah. I was like, copyright, question mark.
They gotta learn the business side, man. Everybody wanna be famous, they don't wanna be businessmen.
And that's why everybody's like, oh, Lisa, would you be my manager? There's somebody else here named Lisa? That ain't me. My ex, to this, he keeps telling me, you gonna be my manager. Lisa. No, I'm not. Like, you're gonna be my manager. No, I'm not. So what you need me for? I get you beats. Like, no. He'll hit me up and be like, Lisa, can you do me a favor? What? Can send me a YouTube screenshot. Can you get this beat for me? But he's just talented. He's just talented. Like, he can ride a beat just like any beat. Not many people can do that. I'm fucking with both these songs. I like the beats.
Yeah, that's O.B.O.M.B, man. O.B.O.M and Nige over there, BZMC, the ARS. They play a major part now. Everything I got going on.
O.B.O.M is like,
it's one of the realest dudes I've met in my life.
I mean, I tell this story all the time. I told it at his retirement party. Because, you know, he retired from rapping.
Yeah.
And I told the story, like, the first time I met O.B.O.M, like, face to face. And I was leaving my very first event I ever attended. And Kate Mayfield was like, "Oh, you want?" Because I used to make ringtones for Boost and Nextel phones. That's what I did. I was a ringtone lady. Yo, I'm fucking with that song. I really do like that.
Them money. Yeah, we already fucked.
That's one of them late. It's kind of like it just makes me want to lay back and just chill.
Just chill, man. Smoke you something, drink you something, and just kick back, man.
Right. I don't smoke, so I'll be drinking.
Enjoy this one.
I'll be Beyonce. I'll be drinking. I don't like Beyonce, but anyway. But I was getting ready to tell the story I've told before. We was talking about Ogun off the air, but still on live, and I don't know if live called it, but anyway. I know this one did because it's just that catches everything.
Up in the mix.
But my very first show that I went to was Sonny Brown's benefit show. Sonny Brown has suffered, I think he suffered a stroke. It's been so long ago. He's had so many health problems, and so everybody got together, and the proceeds went to help him with his medications and all that. So this was my very first event, seeing people face to face. They heard my voice on the radio, and that was about it. So it was a shock for them to see me.
Right.
Because on the phone, and I sound not my color. And so I was leaving, and Kane Mayfield, he said, "You leaving?" I was like, "Yeah." And he gave me a hug. He was like, "Yo, if y'all want ringtones, if you all want your songs in the ringtones, hit Lisa up." And I was like, "Oh, please don't do this, Kane," because I was a ringtone lady on Poplar Grove. Right. I made ringtones for everybody. $1. People would get, "Can I get the first verse and the hook? Do you got enough room on your phone?"
Back then.
Right, because they was be deleting shit off of there. They're like, "Do I got enough room now?" So, I remember Ab Rock was standing there. It was somebody else, I can't remember. But Ogun was like right here up against a truck or something. He was like, "You're Lisa?" I said, "Yeah." He was like, "From the radio show, Lisa?" I said, "Yeah." He was like, "Can you love me like you love B.O.M.B?" I was like, "Oh, of course I can, Ogun." And I gave him a hug because I was an avid fan of B.O.M.B, who reached out to me to begin with. Yeah. And B.O.M is now like my family. Like his daughter and grandson stay at my house. Like our daughters are cousins. Yeah. That's how close we are. And Ogun has been nothing but genuine to me all these years. Mm-hmm. I tell people I love them because I've lost so much in my life. So people who are close to me, when I see them, I need to let them know. When we lost a couple years ago, it kind of put a push into everybody, realizing that today is not promised. So, I learned that 12 years ago when my husband died. So, I'm always that person that I tell you how I feel, regardless. If I'm mad at you, if I'm happy with you, I'm going to tell you how I feel. It's because I don't try to live my life with regrets. So, Ogun is one of those people that he's so genuine. And he loves the scene, and he wants everybody to be on top. Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. He doesn't care who you are, what group you're with, what clique you're with, nothing. He just wants you to be great.
Man, I had probably a 10-minute conversation with Ogun one night down in the basement at ARS. And it made me look at everything I was doing completely different. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew who I was, but literally in this 10 minutes, Ogun opened up a whole nother level that I didn't even dream of being on. He told me, you know what I'm saying, with what I got going on with my following, he observes everything before, and he told me I was giving it a couple weeks because I was watching how you move like a genuine person would. And when he finally approached me, he said, "Man, you don't even understand the power you got." You know what I'm saying? And I was drunk, so maybe that's why I got emotional. I'm like, damn, man, like, what the fuck? But, like, as I sobered up in the next few days, me and Bilal was talking about it, and it was like, yo, he's right. Like, I have people that it's not about music anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, sometimes what I say, what I post, what I speak, if I post something, that shit changes people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And Goon seen that in me before. I ain't never even thought of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a very, very, very good dude right there.
I've had people tell me, because I write everything. I put everything, like, I'm going through something, I put it out there. I mean, just, it's because it's life.
Right.
And I suffer from depression. And right now, I'm not on any medication for it. I'll probably be on some medication for my anxiety, though, which I hope they give me some good shit. I don't like pills, but I'd much rather take something than feel fucking heart attack, chest pains all the goddamn time. But I had people hit me up, so Lisa, you shouldn't put that on there. People will use that against you. Oh, Lisa, you shouldn't put all that. And then at the same time, I'm having people, my friends hit me up going, Lisa, thank you for saying that because I am going through the same exact thing, and I know I'm not alone in this.
Exactly. Like I don't hide nothing. The best thing I ever decided to do was stop sugarcoating with the world.
Right.
Know me. I want to be an artist, so I need y'all to know me. I'm inviting you into my life. I don't like those artists you see on Fight Paparazzi, and this is what you asked for. If you don't want the cameras in your face, do something else.
Well, my thing is,
you know
I don't like,
I know it's times, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
But don't be that asshole. Don't be Kanye West.
I don't like people who perpetrate one thing on Facebook, but I know different.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
don't try to have that different persona. I understand you think that you're going to be Bob the Builder, and then you're going to be a performer and you're going to be, MC Bobby, whatever, and you think that's two different persons, so you're going to live two different lives. No, you can't do that because it's going to come crashing down. So when I see people online, and all I do is, like I know them personally, so I'm looking, I'm like, yo, that's bullshit.
Right.
Like, I know you're not really that person.
I hate that.
So like I said, I have a lot of issues and a lot of problems with this scene, but it's all out of love because I want people to
do better.
I want them to be better. I want them to do better. I want everybody to gain the world. You know what I mean? I know it's not possible for everybody to be the number one star, but maybe it is.
We can all eat.
But like I told people, I said, okay, what else can you do besides rap? What do you mean?
Enough said. End of conversation.
What do you mean? What do I mean? What if this rap shit doesn't work out for you? Because it might not.
That's what people.
Can you write? Can you be a ghostwriter? Can you sell your music to different people? That's what Neo did. Exactly. That's what the girl. I read the girl. What's her name? The Drop It Low girl with Chris Brown, Esther Dean.
Yeah.
I read her credits and was amazed.
Yeah, all the songs she written.
Right. So what else can you do? Mm-hmm. Because if this shit doesn't work out for you, what are you gonna do? You gonna go work at Sam's Club or work at a warehouse somewhere or?
Never.
You know what I mean?
It's all proper planning prevents poor performance. It's P5. It's a way of life you gotta live by. I didn't start Designing Gang and I didn't pick up artists because I wanted to be Dame Dash.
Yeah.
I started Designing Gang and I picked up artists because I knew I was becoming seasoned and I won't be that 30-year-old rapper still trying to make it.
Mm-hmm.
For what? When I have the tools to take this 18-year-old that I signed and I can just give him everything that I can no longer use. I have more respect for myself.
Right. I mean,
it's
like I said, your writing ability, publishing, your credit for that. You can get people getting checks, for that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So that's always been my thing. That's like I keep saying because my initial plan was once my children became grown and moved out of my house, which they still live there. But once they were grown and had their own lives, I was planning on moving back down to Tennessee and Virginia because I felt more at home down there. And so that was always my plan. But when Paparazzi pops up, and I'm like, my plan just changed.
Right.
But I always said, I said this just the other day. I said, if I leave Baltimore Paparazzi That will be it. I'm not going to move somewhere else, and I'm not going to jump in the music scene. I'm not. I'll still take pictures of whatever I like to take pictures of.
It doesn't have to be.
But I can't deal with it because I have had my ups and downs with this scene, and I have walked away more than a couple times because
that is true.
I get frustrated because that mama mode and that business and marketing kind of all kicks in, and I'm like, look, you should, this is what you should try to do. I'm not telling you to do it, but I want you to try and do it. And they just go off, and then they wonder why nobody knows them. Because my thing is, my favorite thing is to have somebody walk up to me and say, don't you know who I am? No.
Sorry, I don't.
I'm like, no. Do you know who I am? They're like, yeah, you're the Baltimore Paparazzi. Well, see, that's the problem.
Clout.
That's the problem. You know who I am. I'm just somebody who takes pictures. But you're an artist. Why don't I know who you are?
Exactly.
I'm just saying. And now it's gotten so bad that every time I go to an event, it's so many new faces.
Yeah.
It's so many new faces.
And it's because they taking anybody. It's not about It's about the money nowadays. It's not about the passion or the music. It's about the money. That's why we have to sit through 30, 40 minutes of bullshit before we actually hear who we want to at showcases.
Well, let me tell you, I was at an event at Vanity Room. This sets in my mind. So I don't know what their names were. I just know that I'm standing there and I'm taking pictures, and they're performing, and I'm like, oh God.
Right.
Okay. So then they get off stage. Somebody else goes on stage, and they performing. And then the same people that was they get back on stage. It's just another person. Now, mind you, I'm used to this.
Yeah.
You know why? Because one of my shows, Spence was on stage 3 fucking times.
Yeah, they be slick with it.
Yeah. He was on stage 3 fucking times. He had his own set, but he jumped on everybody and 2 other people's sets.
Right.
So, okay, I'm used to this. But why did their music sound just like the very first set? Like, okay, you get on stage and you perform. Y'all get off stage. Somebody else gets on stage. Y'all get back on stage because it's Spence's set. But the music doesn't sound the same.
Completely different music.
Right.
Yeah,
so I took a couple pictures and went and sat my ass down.
Alright.
But
there's no guidance out here no more. People are just blindly jumping into this game. I'm not even gonna say jumping in the game. They're blindly knocking on the door. They're not getting in. I'm not letting them in.
I blame a lot of it to a lot of the yes men.
Oh yeah.
That say, yeah, that shit's tough.
That's my man. That's my man.
And I'm listening to it. Now, mind you, I can't. Like I said, the turn up music, I can't get with. A lot of the I can't stand Future's new song, Mask Off. I can't stand it because I don't pop pills and stuff. I don't do all that shit. So none of the lyrics are really hitting me. Like, and you're not telling me nothing. You're just Molly Percocet. Yep.
But
okay.
This is what we love.
But that's what
sells.
That's because that's what the industry is pushing.
Exactly.
Just like they pushing Lil Yachty on everybody and Lil Uzi Vert, and they pushing these images on people because basically they're puppeteers. And all these artists are marionettes. Because if you notice, anybody that's doing their own thing and is not conforming to what the industry wants,
they remain underground.
Or J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, they got names.
Yeah.
But the industry, the ones who are doing pulling the strings, they're not pushing them because they're showing too much of the actual realness of life.
Shout out J. Cole, it's one of my favorite artists.
Yo,
I listen to that, man. It's not too many artists I can do this with, but I can turn instrumentals off of J. Cole and listen to him speak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That is a very talented man. I'm a
words person, so
exactly.
that's why I said I love words.
J. Cole takes me back to open, what they call that? Spoken word.
Spoken
night.
words.
You know what I'm saying? That's the feel I get with J. Cole. I love that shit.
All right, so a time is coming to an end.
Yes. Hard
And
radio.
you're right, because my girl Plex is next with Talk of the Town. Tell everybody where they can find you, follow you, get your music.
Designer Gang Talk on Instagram. If y'all haven't been following, you know I act a fool on there. Snap me a snatch on Snapchat. We're gonna leave that on that. Jimmy Jackson on Facebook.
Yeah, I hate it when they changed
right.
it there, because guess what? I was like, who the fuck is
Exactly.
this? I had to go look at the pictures and say,
You'd be
TikTok.
surprised how many people pop up. Jimmy! Stop that. It's top. Y'all don't know Jimmy. Other than that, man, July 3rd. This year, my birthday. I'm dropping Death by Designer 2.
Oh shit, my grandson's birthday is the 7th.
For real.
And my oldest son, they were the same day.
Cancer
Yo,
season.
I'm gonna tell you what. Do you like water as much as my grandson? My grandson plays in fucking water constantly.
I sleep in water. I love water. Wrinkly skin. I love that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm actually dropping Death by Designer 2 on that date. Action packed with some of the greatest from Baltimore.
Well, make sure you
City.
tag me. I don't like people tagging me and shit, but you can tag me in that shit.
You know, I got
Cause Jaco tags me in a lot of shit too. So
Yeah.
Jaco tags
Shout
me in
out
all of his
Jaco,
videos.
man.
See,
Shout out
I'm
ADHD.
gonna fight him. Me and him gonna fight. I always tell him that.
He's
But you
all
know
my
what?
brothers.
Let me tell you what he does though. Every single time he sees me, at least I need to get a picture with you.
Jaco is one of the most. He has that promotion thing down. Like,
Right.
He is great at it. I don't know where it came from, but he does it to a T.
I've had a conversation with him, and I was like, "Yo, you are not who I thought
Right.
at all." Cause I was like, so we were talking. I was like, how old are you? He was like, I'm 33. I said, you fucking lying.
Man,
You're lying. I gave him what everybody. I give him what everybody gives me when I tell them I'm 46. They were like, you're lying. I'm like, do I have to pull my ID out?
Right.
Yeah, I told him he was lying, but yeah. So definitely make sure you tag me in that.
Got you. Everybody stay on the lookout for that also. And I wanted to say before I left, I got one of my models in here.
Oh yes, she's right there. She's right there.
Everybody say hello to Caress. You will be seeing her featured in a lot of videos all over the city as well as out of the city. We are putting together.
Get that money, girl.
We are putting together models for your video shoots as well. So contact me.
Guess what?
They need it.
Yes.
They need
Oh my God.
No more busted women, please stop. We have some women for you. Caress has a fleet of models. They're ready to go. If your money's right, if it's not right, we work with budgets. We have something for all your budgets. Please do not get a midget. That means come with your pockets right.
Okay, I was gonna say I like midgets. Midgets are kind of cool.
But nah,
But, yeah, don't come with no short pockets.
Everybody go follow.
Yeah, they do. They get the little butt. They get the little butt big. I just like her. I just think, yeah, I just love her.
Everybody go follow her on Instagram. Keep you updated. You can tell them where you at.
You can follow me on Instagram at meso_foreign. Facebook at Caress Williams, CARESS, just like the soap.
Yeah, that's how she introduced herself. Just like the soap.
Just like the soap.
That's how
We clean.
I don't
We
give
clean.
my Instagram out because, are you following me on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know how it gets. You know how it gets.
It gets real.
It gets real. It gets real. Yeah,
Look, I be watching.
Yeah, people be like, Lisa, I get talked about all the time. Your Instagram. I'm like, what? I'm just resharing shit. They be like, no. They be like, I had somebody come to me and go, Lisa, you had me thinking things. I was like, what the hell was you thinking? He was like, I can't tell you. I was like,
then for some reason they always pop up late at night. I'd be like, what the hell is Lisa doing?
Nothing. Alright, so I'll be back here next week.
Shit, Designer Gang, man. Y'all holla at me.
What did I say? Who I have next week? What the fuck? I'm lost. What's next week?
What we got going on next week?
I don't know.
Who you got?
Oh, I got Del Buck next week. I gotta hit him up, and then I gotta go out to
booking manager.
A little
the calendar. Yeah, I had to. I had to.
But radio, Miss
yes.
Lisa, Mama, appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming through. Like I said, I'm trying to get to everybody. It's just it's kind of difficult.
Oh, we all
So,
get through that.
my girl Plex is on next. We're talking to town.
Tune in.
I'm gonna leave with Big Steve's song. Kick that bitch like Gates.
Ow!
That's what it's
Kick that
called.
bitch like
Yes.
Gates. Damn. That nigga said that.
Hold up. He just did a video. He's with Gates is on the hook.
Yeah.
That's what they were filming yesterday.
Too sharp.
Hello, Rella. Kick that bitch like